You know, guys, for those of my friends I avidly talked to on, PS3, PS4, and Skype, and all that other social media stuff, when it came to leagues have always been my kind of, I don't know, a major problem and extreme dislike throughout 2013, 2014, and still on to this day. And I would just like to say it was with, of course, there's my 43-minute video about why I quit leagues, but I feel like there's still some missing pieces as to why just don't find anything appealing in leagues, even when some leagues are fun. Well, let me just start off by saying this. I know I already made the statement saying it takes up my time, and I feel like I also pressure myself too much when I'm playing these leagues, feeling like I don't know, suck too much. And when I was suggested to stop playing Call of Duty, and even when I wasn't playing Call of Duty as an addiction, like even for example, I was playing my guitar all the time, I would still be suggested to stop playing my guitar for a while, considering I'm in all these 5 leagues a week. And when I was pressuring myself too much to practice for like, I don't know, 7 hours a day, I know somebody that applies to this category, by the way, as some of my friends even told me. I just kind of feel like I'm just, I don't know, wasting my time just to impress some people that I'm either A, never gonna know, or two, never gonna impress, even if I win races myself. I'm not talking about my friends. I'm not saying they never get impressed. I'm talking about the ones I used to be friends with, at least, or people that I was never friends with in the first place. Just love to, I don't know, I don't know, make me look bad in the general public whenever I'm in these leagues. And even when I don't know these people, they still love to say stupid shit about me. Especially in Deanna's league, when there was quite a few people that were saying a lot of nasty shit towards me, and I didn't. And the sad thing is, I didn't even notice it. I just tried everything under my power to race as well as I can, try everything under my power to ignore it, and that's the thing, really. Too much people mocking my driving or racing really distracts the shit out of me. When people behave childishly like that, it distracts the shit out of me. Especially when I'm trying to like race as good as I can, and especially when I'm trying to win, when I am practically known for not winning a lot either, or even finishing second a lot. I mean, I finished second a couple of times. I finished second more than first, of course, but when people go on and on and on and on through the entire race about how much about the way I drive and shit, such as swerving, it it rapes my ear. But I want to mute the mic, but I have to listen whether a caution comes out or not, or when someone has a question for me and shit. But typically, I just mute my mic at the end of the race. But and guys, as much as I don't really like to use this word, this is kind of what a poser is. Trying to become a big, massive pro at leagues, winning all the time, winning championships and shit, meanwhile, you just feel dead inside. Not feeling happy, not feeling emotional about it, not showing any emotions at the very least, and let alone not even winning anything special other than credits, uh, in other words, money, electric money inside Gran Turismo. Stock cars on road courses also haven't been very my thing, especially when it has far too many restrictions. Again, I know someone who applies this category, and when someone keeps saying, Come on, Alex, I was just joking. When they were talking about me mocking my driving and other stupid shit like that. I'm not gonna know if they're joking or not, especially when it comes from people that do not like me. And some of them even eventually deleted me. And I'm not saying I'm mad about it, because if anything, I was happy when they did it, because the less fake friends, the better for me. Because even when I was in fun leagues like Shane Sides League on Gran Turismo 6, because get this, he didn't put the amount of laps too fucking large in every fucking scheduled race. He which is one of the reasons why leagues just felt, I don't know, uncomfortable for me, and why I felt dead inside doing them, because they were way too long. Also led me to staying up way too late on Sunday nights and shit, aka school nights. Now, don't get me wrong, I do sometimes stay up late, but not based on some shit I'm obligated to do. And that's the thing. Oh, that's also the thing, really. When it comes to leagues, I felt obligated to do that. Not because I really, really, really want to do them. I just felt obligated to do them since they were always scheduled on a specific day. And, you know, with Shane Sides League, he actually timed the races 10 minutes. Like, I think he was 3 races an event on his schedule. And, of course, event number 3, Nicholas 787B, which doesn't have a good reputation, by the way, he was wondering if he could join Shane Sides League since he heard it from me, and then I asked Shane Sides if he could join his league as well. And then he said, "Sure, why not?" In a pretty calm tone. Well, actually, he messaged me, but then again, I was just doing a video, but that's okay. Carry on.
Oh, sorry. It was just briefly.
It's fine. No harm done. Anyways, even when I was trying to do something right for Shane Sides by bringing in more participants, and let alone, or in other words, aren't even bad racers, such as Nicholas 787B. He's not even that much of a bad racer, to be honest. Some people may think he is, but he even went as far as winning the championship in Shane Sides League. And, of course, when I invited him, I got yelled at up the ass by 2 people. People constantly going on my ass about every little tiny thing I do. Whether it's decently good in the slightest, or bad as in a simple mistake I do. One person I even used to be friends with, I think he had this idea, but made stupid accounts. Made a stupid account dedicated to how I drive. Well, unfortunately, to be fair, 2 of my other friends did it, but I don't think they want to even think about that ever again, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. So, yeah, but making accounts dedicated to how someone drives, that's no offense to 2 of my friends, but I don't really care if the other gets offended, but that's kind of childish. But then again, I don't really care anymore, since that was way too long ago, and they even used it for only one day. Anyway, so it's not like it matters. I'm just telling a story. I'm not really ranting on these people. I'm not ranting on my friends at all, but I'm just telling a story of why leagues were never my thing. And when leagues are just way too long on these nights and shit, it just feels out of place for me. And especially when I was obligated to do them, especially slightly obligated to do practices, as I was even suggested to stop playing Call of Duty a lot when I was in these leagues, because they thought that was the reason I was not that good at racing in leagues, because I was playing too much Call of Duty, and of course, ever since I've quit, I had much more freedom in my spare time, and I felt like practicing constantly all day and all night felt like I was too obligated to do everything. Try, like I said, this is kind of what of a poser I was. Trying to be a giant pro, practicing at every single fucking track on every single car. Well, not every single car, but on NASCAR stock car specifically. When trying to be the very best at these leagues. Meanwhile, you just feel dead inside and feel like you're just nothing special at all. So yeah, ever since December 21st, 2014, which was the last time I ever league raced, by the way, until the league owner of that league, I'm not talking about Shane Sides' league, but Deanna's league, has pretty much disappeared. Disappeared from PlayStation Network Racing. She now pretty much does PC racing, I think. And she and I barely even talk anymore. It's not a depressing thing, it's just that, I kind of wonder what went wrong that time. Actually, I do know what went wrong, but I'm not gonna mention it in this video because I don't want to cause a shitstorm and other shit like this. But hey, let me just tell you, get this, guys. Playing the guitar is a much more meaningful skill than leagues that are constantly, almost every single race, a jumbled mess, whether it be the racing, the way someone drives, not just me, by the way, or just overall dumb arguments about dumb things, about dumb, simple shit. Because that was never my thing. I mean, who am I even trying to impress by doing these incredibly long, incredibly overly restricted, and incredibly boring leagues from 2011 to 2014. Well, 2013 rather. Just when I did so many leagues that just felt fucking dead inside. It was so boring. When I did races for fun, I felt happy. I felt extremely happy because there was all the freedom that you can have because there was no massive restrictions. I mean, I'm fine with a few restrictions in lobbies and shit, but when it goes overboard and when so many people start yelling at each other over a championship that you're not even on, a trophy that you're never gonna physically have, or money that you're never gonna physically have at the very least, or skills that mean nothing, it's just makes me feel dead inside whenever I did those leagues. When I do races for fun, I'm happy. And when I was playing the guitar, especially in the talent show I did last year in my senior year before I graduated, I felt like I was on top of the world. I mean, even when I suck at playing the guitar, I still feel like I'm in another dimension. I mean, playing the guitar is a much more meaningful skill. I would rather spend weeks and weeks trying to master the song Crazy Train, or the songs Crazy Train, Master of Puppets, Eruption, Unchained, Holy Wars, The Punishment is Due, which, by the way, speaking of Megadeth, I have a Megadeth shirt. Caught in the Mosh, Angel of Death, Troops of Doom, what else? Over the Wall, The New Order, and so much other songs that are extremely fun to play on the guitar. And oh yeah, let me mention Blackened by Metallica. It's seriously, and I know there's some people that play guitar and leagues at the same time, but then again, I already mentioned why I don't like these leagues, and I'm not going to repeat myself constantly. Well, whoever those people are that play guitar and leagues at the same time, I wonder how undead or dead they feel inside, and I'm pretty sure they're more than likely not feeling dead inside. I mean, if you're a friend of mine that does leagues, I'm not gonna disrespect you or anything. I mean, that's fine if you want to do leagues, but when people are smack talking to each other, saying that they're very best and that they're losers or that they fail at life and shit, I'm not saying that any of my friends at all, any of my friends I talk to on whether on PSN, Skype, Facebook, YouTube, or in real life in general, do that shit, but when they smack talk about video games, something the fuck is up. Also, I'm not reflecting on anything in the past. I just want to move forward. I don't want to revert back to any of my days where I felt pretty much dead or unhappy inside. I want to move forward. Don't look behind. That's the thing one of my teachers named Mr. Franchos said to me. Let's go forward. Don't look behind. And that's what I'm going to do by continuing to try to become a guitar legend. And even if I don't become a guitar legend or a guitar god, at least it's fun to play. Much more fun than any leagues, period. Even when leagues are extremely fun, like Shane Sides' league. That's all I had to say for this video, and it's been 2 years, almost 2 years, since I made that 43-minute video about why I quit leagues, so I thought there was some more information I had to share, so I'll catch you guys later. Space out.